Hey everyone, it's me. My day hasn't been bad. It's just boring. Um, let's see. Everybody worked today. Um, I am the type of person that I like to be alone when I want to be alone. Um, which is actually quite often. I don't like the drama of everybody. But when I want to be around people, I want to be around people, if that makes sense. So, on the weekends, it's really difficult for me because during the week I have people around me and it's busy and it's crazy. And then during the weekend, it's quiet and boring, especially when everybody works on the weekends. And it's really difficult because it's not that I want them always like up my butt, but I want them around in case I want them. If that, I don't know. Like I want to hear a little noise, I guess. So, I turned on NCIS, but it's not even my NCIS. It's the California one. I don't like that one with LL Cool J. The one I watch is based on out of Virginia, and they go to West Virginia a lot. They go, I think to probably Ohio, I would assume. So a lot of states that I'm more familiar with in real life. And I like a lot of the older actors that were in it, and the people that played Tony and Ziva and Gibbs and all those people are like my favorite episodes. Now, the newer cast is okay. I will watch it, but it's not my favorite. So, anyways, as you guys can probably see, it's starting to get, I don't want to say dark yet, but it's starting to get dark. So, yeah, I'm watching TV, so if you see flashing lights behind me or on my face, that's because the scene keeps changing. So, yeah, let's see. Otherwise, I had a good day. My husband was home, so we were having washer problems. The washer that's at our house is a good brand, I've been told. And so we never replaced the washer and dryer. And who knows how long it was here before we bought this place. But it, after we moved in, it started, like when a washer goes off, it goes off and it's done. But this one it got to the point it started starting over and redoing the load. And, so we started setting a timer, which is fine, so that we could hurry up and get to it and open it. Sometimes we miss it and we have to redrain. But when the electric goes out and comes back on, the washer will restart. And even if it has nothing in it, is the problem, it will start when electric comes on. So I haven't done laundry, and no one's done laundry for like 2 days. And so I was sitting here yesterday after my son went to school, and I hear a noise, and I'm like, what is that noise? So I'm like, that sounds like the washer. So I went in there, and the motor was running, like it was washing, but there was no water, and there was no lights on, like somebody had started it. Plus, I would have known if someone started it. And so, yeah, there was nothing, and I had to end up unplugging it. Now, today my husband, and the electric did not go out. So today, my husband did plug it in. He was able to do laundry. It's really weird. I don't know. I keep telling him we need to look for a new washer. Of course, there's not really any good prices right now. And I am someone who I get nervous to go buy used ones. just because in any electronics, used refrigerators, used anything, not only can you get mice, definitely, who are nesting in these things and like the warmth and, but also roaches, right? And you don't want to take on someone else's problem. It's bad enough if you get your own problem, but let's not bring it in from someone else. Especially stores. I mean, stores get mice, they get roaches, they get, and so I'm not like wanting to bring that into my house. And I'm not saying that I don't care how clean you are, people can have those issues. It's not about how dirty someone is. But again, I don't want to bring it in my house. If you guys knew what a baby I am about some of that. Anyway, so we are going to keep an eye on it, and then hopefully the next big holiday they might, because we just missed President's Day. I'm not even sure there was any good sales really, but the next big holiday, not Easter, I don't know what it'd be, July 4th, I don't know. There might be hopefully a good sales for washers. Anyways, I saw online today that the best time to buy them is September, October. Oh, sorry guys. September, October. Is what I saw is the best time to buy them, because that's when they're bringing in the new models and trying to get rid of the old ones. I'm not sure ours is going to last that long. But we'll see. So yeah, that's kind of been my day. My house still looks like a tornado went through it. It doesn't help. Like, my husband isn't very good. He doesn't help around the house, at all, as you guys know. So I had stuff in the dryer. He took it out and he put it on my red couch, the little red couch in the family room. Well, you guys know how hard I've been working on that room. So I was not happy. But he's the kind of guy that he sleeps in this house, but he doesn't seem to know where things go. Considering we've lived here for how long? He can't figure out where my kids' clothes go. Considering it's either a dresser or hanging up in the closet. He doesn't seem to know where anything goes, so let's see. So he doesn't seem to ever know where anything goes. But yeah, so I was not happy with that. Everybody leaves everything for me, as we know. That again, the light that you're seeing flash on my face or anywhere is from my TV right now. But yeah, so yeah, I was frustrated about that. And so, yeah, I swear, it's funny because when my mom was here, she never did house cleaning. My mom was not a house cleaning. She did not clean. And it was always left to me, even with her. She would sweep the floors with the broom. And then she would leave the trash next to the garbage can so someone else could sweep it up. Which that drove my husband crazy. Anyway, so, yeah. But now that I'm taking care of her stuff and her and everything else, I can't seem to keep talking about not keeping up with my house. I cannot do it. As you guys know, I do kind of one room or maybe 2 rooms a day, which is, better for me, but I can't, it's like I get one room done and I swear everybody's like toddlers. And you turn your back for a minute, you turn back around and all the toys are back out, dumped all over the floor. That's what I feel like my house is. No matter what. So yeah. We did ordered lunch today. We got Wendy's. Um, so obviously I'm so sick of McDonald's and I don't eat pizza really. Um, but I let my kid pick where we ate from. He decided Wendy's, which okay, we haven't had Wendy's for a very long time. And let me tell you, um, I everybody got a value meal or whatever it's called, a whole meal, and they had spicy chicken sandwiches, buy one get free, so I got that. Instead of fries, I got chili. I haven't had their chili or any chili for a long time. And what else did I? Oh, and I got my pop. And I was so excited. I was looking forward to this chili, guys. And one thing I don't eat pork. I just can't, okay? And I mentioned this before. And so, now I'm not saying that's totally true, because I do eat pepperoni, which is pork, on pizza, sometimes. There is, I can't remember if it's Domino's or Pizza Hut. Their pepperoni is horrible, so I'm very picky. But typically, if I buy it at the store, it's turkey pepperoni. So, I ordered the chili, and I got a large. And I asked for cheese and onions, hot sauce, and sour cream, right? So I get that, and I am looking forward to this. And I sit down and I start eating it, and I'm like, this is gross. I don't know if it was gross because it's been forever since I've had it, and I don't remember what it tasted like, or if they changed the making of their chili. To me, it tasted like, instead of beef, which who knows what they use, right? But instead of beef, it tasted like they used sausage, maybe. I don't remember tasting that before. I could not eat this chili, which upset me. So it's in the fridge for if somebody in my house wants it later. Obviously, I could not eat 2 chicken sandwiches. Now, I am a person that I will eat 1 full chicken sandwich or burger, and then I take the bread off the other one. So I'll just eat it like the patty or whatever. Or I'll put the patty on the first one. I really try to cut when I can. So the other one's in the fridge. It was a spicy chicken sandwich. Anyways, the other one's in the fridge, so if somebody wants it later also. But yeah, so that's what we had for lunch today. My husband was awesome and he ordered breakfast for us this morning. So yeah, we do eat out a lot, or in however you want to say it. Probably more than people should. He doesn't order a lot. He doesn't order a lot. It's me when I'm home with the kids, usually. So, I am cooking dinner tonight, though. I don't know if I'm cooking, but my kids are old enough they can fend for themselves, because, they don't like anything I cook, or, say they don't. Especially my youngest. Anyway, so, last night, I hung out with my oldest, which I mentioned in a video. We went to my husband's job, and I will say his second job is that he does work at a local store. And I just had to get some odds and ends and do some stuff at the store. And it was nice to go spend some time with him at his job. They weren't too busy when we were there. And, so that was nice to get to have that time. I felt bad because by the time he got home last night, I was exhausted. And we talked, and I told him about the washer, and then I just curled up and went to sleep. I was just so tired. So, yeah, that's my day. I am gonna see if I can get some cleaning done. It might not be perfect, but hey, it's a start. I just talked to my mom on the phone for this evening, and that was really rough tonight. So tonight she is focused on her grandmother. I'm not sure which one, but and so tonight it was all about her grandmother, and she thinks her grandma's body is there and that she just passed away, and she had to make arrangements for it. She apparently thought her mom was still alive, obviously, at that point. She was upset because she felt like people were trying to steal her grandma's body. And this is yeah, it sounds gross, I know. And that they were doing morbid things to her grandma's body. And she was crying over that. And I was, very concerned. And I know they tell you not to correct them, but what am I supposed to say? I'm like, honey, your grandma's been gone for a very long time, before I was born, definitely. I'm pretty sure before my brother was even born. Um, I would think. And so I was trying to ease some of that. I explained to her, I said, honey, if you're this age, don't you think your grandma's definitely probably gone now? And she's like, yeah, probably, you're right. And so then she was fine for a few. And then she was upset because, she said something about her mom basically living. And I'm like, honey, your mom's, again, you're almost this age. Your mom wouldn't be with us anymore. Um, you know, and she's like, yeah, you're probably right. She wouldn't be. But then she's like, well, I wish my grandma would come back, and she wouldn't stand for that, and things like that. And she wanted me to come over and be with her. Man, I told her, I'm like, I'll be there this week, I can't come now because, the nursing homes, even though that people live there, they do close, like, for visitors. By the time I got there, they shut by, I think, 8 p.m. And so by the time I got there, it would probably be 6 or 7. I wish I could get down there that fast. So, she's not that far still, but it is it feels like a long drive at least. But yeah, so I think she got mad at me and, told me she would talk to me later and goodbye. And she hung up. So I think she got mad, which sounds like my mom, believe me. My mom always she had this thing where respectfully, you didn't hang up on people ever. You would tell them, I have to go. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. And then you would hang up. Even if you didn't hear the other person say goodbye or anything, you would hang up. But you always told them goodbye. And then hung up. And so that definitely sounded like my mom when she hung up today. But it did break my heart. It gets like I said, it gets harder and harder to talk to her because, there's only certain things that I can say that sometimes she does understand, sometimes she doesn't. I don't argue with her, but it does break my heart that sometimes we're to this point, obviously. And like I said in the beginning, she and I, it was just she and I against the world. You know, when she had me, she never dated again. She never got remarried. You know, her life was about me and me only. And even when I had my family, life was about me and about my kids, especially my children, especially my oldest. I've never seen a grandma love a child so much in my life as she did and does my oldest. So she never got to really spend as much time with my youngest just because my oldest was willing to go anywhere, even if it was places that my mom liked, and maybe he didn't, but he loved going. And my youngest isn't that kid. He is the kid that he wants to go where he wants to go. If not, he's not interested. And my mom obviously was not interested in going places that my youngest wanted to go. So they didn't really hang out, even though we all lived in the same house. So she was always very protective of my oldest. She felt like she raised him. And I think for a while, not that she did, but she definitely felt like she gave birth to my oldest. She was very protective of him. I think even just, you know, she had definitely a special place for my oldest. And she just adored my oldest and loved him and doted, you know, on him and spoiled him and I wasn't even allowed to punish my own kid because, you know, how dare me? And it would turn into a fight between she and I, things like that. So yeah. So I'm going to see what I can get in this evening, and I guess that's my day. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Did you get out? Did you do anything fun? Because I know where some of you are, you know, what state you live in, and I am sure you guys are getting the warm, wonderful weather. Where I live, it's winter again, and we're supposed to get snow. I don't think a lot. But we are supposed to get some snow again. And, but, did you do anything fun today? Did you get out? Did you go to stores? What did you do? Did you go see family? Did you go out to eat? I would like to know. You guys, I gotta live through you guys, so I need to know what you guys are doing. Since I don't get out very much. So let me know in the comments. And please continue to comment. I really enjoy your questions or your comments or your thoughts. You know, you telling me what the weather is and stuff like that. I love it. So I really appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. So thank you. Bye.